And welcome to another Postgres tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be showing you quickly how to create a partitioned table using Postgres' inheritance feature. To create a partition table in Postgres, you can't declare it syntactically. At the time you create the table, you need to actually create multiple tables, one to hold each partition range that you wish to partition against. So as you can see by this diagram here, I have a parent table and with which I would like to partition, and what I need to do is to create three partitions. I need to create three child tables that will hold each partition range, and then I need to create a trigger which will manage all the inserts into the parent table to make sure that each set of data is applied to the correct child partition. So first thing we need to do is to create a collection of tables that we will use for our partitions, and I have some scripts already here. So if I just, this is the parent table. It contains an ID column and two varchar columns, and these are the ranges, and they will inherit the qualities of the parent table. There you go, so all tables have been created, you can see here. Right, the next thing we need to do is to create a trigger, or a function, sorry, which will hold the logic for the trigger. So here's create or replace a function. It returns a trigger type, and then here we have the logic for our trigger. So if the ID is less than 10, insert into range 1. If it's greater than 10, less than 20, range 2, 20 to 30, range 3. And then you need a return type for this trigger. And there you go. And then once you have your function which contains your logic for your trigger, you then need to actually create a trigger and attach it to the table that you want to partition. There you go, there is now a trigger against the parent table. And then here, this is just a do block which will insert 30 rows into the parent table. And if you can see here from this logic that we have less than 30, so in reality I would expect 29 rows to be inserted. So if I execute this, there you go, that's executed successfully. And then here if I select all from this parent table, yeah, you see rows up to row 29. And then if I run and explain on that same statement, you will see here that it is actually performing a range scan on the partitions tables here. So then if I add a where clause where ID greater than 20, and then you can see here scan on row range 1 returns 0 rows, and this returns 0 rows, but however on range 3 there is 9 rows returned, and that's where your data is housed. And in theory you can actually select from your range tables, because they are individual tables in their own right, so you can actually do direct selects there. And that in a nutshell is how you create a partition table in Postgres. Thanks for watching.